Good evening, ladies and gents. This is Nerds to Human, and welcome to this India campaign of Rome Total War's Alexander. Of course, the Indians are not normally a playable faction. There's a guide to play them if you want to do this for yourself. It's a fair bit of editing compared to most of the guides, but we are here ready today to play our campaign. See how they fare in the full campaign here. This should be an interesting one. I certainly haven't seen anyone else do this on YouTube before, so this will be a first for the Indian campaign. I'm intrigued to see how well we get on with their elephants and well, very, very lightly armoured troops, that's for sure. Spearmen and foot archers, along with swift cavalry and chariots, and elephants indeed. Porus and our generals will be riding elephants into battle. Let's see how all that goes. Let's head in. Here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, in India, down in the southeast of the map, usually not reachable. Of course, they have added a couple little river crossings to allow this part of the map to be playable and reachable, which does of course mean they can attack us as well as us being able to attack them. And indeed, there are a few other little map edits from my guide here. We've got the one north of the Caspian, a few little holes in the trees here or there, but by and large we've still got the same kind of funneled map that you'd normally expect on Alexander, but of course we'll be going the other way to Alexander himself. Now, what is our overall plan here, ladies and gents? Well, I think what we're going to do here today is aim for probably like a mini-series, 3 to 5 episodes. I don't think this is going to be the longest, most grand campaign, but I think it'd be nice to get a taste of India. As I say, a unique campaign for the game here, so we'll just have a look where we are. Oh, there's the Persian army over here. Interesting. Now, I kind of want to annoy them, if I'm honest, because that isn't a very good offer. They want us to give them lots of money. I'm not going to be honest. Yes, we kind of want to annoy them because, if I'm honest, we want them to attack us on the bridge in a moment. No. So we're going to fail in our talks. That's fine. Right, so over here is Banu. There is a pretty much full stack army there waiting for us, which does bring us to our army, of course. So what do we have? Porus, our faction leader here. Well, if we just step him out to the city. Mighty general, indeed. He is a mighty general. He's on elephant and an extra hit point, just the one extra hit point to the usual elephants, I believe. But you know what, that's fine. Porus, our elephant king over here, will charge us into battle. Oh, this could mean that we steamroller. I really don't know, ladies and gents. I'm going to high things up right now. You might notice that we actually are starting off with a big bucket of money. That's just how much I gave us. That might have been based on other factions, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. I've largely got the same file that I set up in the video. There's just a couple small tweaks I have made since then. So we head back to our town here, Taxia and Taxilla. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but I'm gonna probably butcher it and pronounce it many different ways. To be honest, I could just edit it if I decide I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay, Governor's Palace. First thing, of course, we are in the Egyptian style. If you haven't seen the guide video yet, this is basically, well, everything on here is an adaptation of factions from Rome Total War. So the Persians are the Parthians, I assume. I think they are indeed, but we are the Egyptians, so we've just got ourselves a load of Egyptian things here. Of course, the Indians, whilst they kind of, well, whilst this land exists on the game, India never really, this game never really got made as fully as it was really planned to originally. So there's a lot of cut corners, as you might know. It's not got the best reputation, Alexander, especially considering how exceptional barbarian invasion is in many ways. If nothing else, it was very ambitious, even if it was hit and miss in some of those things. But yes, this is a barbarian invasion is high effort, and this one is a little bit lackluster in many ways, but I'd like being able to bring India into it. It's nice and simple. They are mostly there in the files. We will, though, with our money here, spend it all immediately because, if I'm honest, probably a good idea, seeing as we are going to have quite a few money issues unless we start smashing up settlements very quickly. Yes, okay. Minus 10,000. I've just spent a lot of that money, of course, but we are going down 2,500, 3,000 a turn. So yes, we will probably get ourselves a few other units. You know what, a spy wouldn't be the worst idea. I will probably stick in the settlement for a turn, actually, because there's some retraining we can do. Indeed, there is. Ooh, what do we want? I tell you what, the cav is going to be more for chasing down, so we'll get the chariots slightly more trained up. That'll be marvellous. And yeah, we'll just get things lined up. In terms of temples, Imhotep does give us a health bonus for now, which is probably good. But more importantly, that should give us experience going forward. Not sure this is going to be a big training hub, really. But you know what, I'll take the experience where I can get it. Fine. Right, as for this end turn, if they don't come to us, we'll go to the bridge next turn. We're going to run out of money pretty quickly, so we should just be a little bit careful about all of this. Fine. Good defender, confident commander, and command talent. Don't know why I've read that around in a weird way. Clearly Indian, this lad. We'll hire him up, and with that, okay, one new chap who should, if my editing is correct, be an elephant as well. This is something that I didn't actually do on the guide video. I believe I made Porus an Indian general. I didn't change the file to make sure all the new generals would be an Indian general. So do that. Just remove general unit from the other units, Indian units that are labelled to be a general unit. Just make sure the Indian elephant is the only one, which can be, and you'll be fine. So we are in position now to start moving forward. At this time I can head back. We're going to take Porus, and you know what, not all the force, because yeah, we want to try and draw them into an attack on the bridge, if I'm honest. So I'm gonna, you know what, we want one horse just to chase down, but I think this is the best idea here. We'll turn that down to normal for now. That's fine by me. We'll get our spy moving forward. They are, oh, they're not actually here right now. Where have they gone? Climb over those hills, my good lad. They are over in Bactria. Okay. So they're in the land of camels. We will just see if they want to... Oh, it repelled. That does happen. That does happen quite a lot. I've noticed from the time lapse, actually. This almost always happens on like turn 2 or 3. It is exceptional. Okay, fine. We'll sneak in here. Okay, we won't sneak in here. We'll get ourselves a new spy. Steve was not the... We're already on minus money. Okay, now, do any of these cost enough for us to... They don't really. Okay, well, we're going to go without a spy for a little while. Apparently, we're going to work without a spy. That might just be the way this goes. Okay, I'll tell you what. We are going to plod forward. Should we... Oh, actually, we can attack this turn because we have elephants. Oh, yes. In we go. In we go to Banu. I was expecting to do a river crossing battle, but yeah, I was going to say the music's a bit quiet, isn't it? I might have to just tweak the audio settings. I'm not sure what I've got it set on right now. It felt a bit quiet on my side. I don't know about on the recording side. Okay, so we have ourselves a fairly blah general here. Persian. Oh, yes, of course, they're chariots. Side chariots, lovely. Elephants are probably better than them, though. 2 immortals to Persian infantry. This is, in some ways, a bit of a waste of elephants, but I guess whenever we've got the general, we've got elephants. Oh, we sent the wrong general, damn it! Oh, well, we can blood this lad and we'll send Porus on later. You know what? It's fine. Good old Amy can head on in and we'll take our first city. This is probably a good opportunity to introduce our army, actually, and you may notice we are quite scantily clad, of course. We are from quite a hot part of the world, and we don't like armour all that much, but we do have ourselves some magnificent longbowmen here. Oh yes, long-range missiles, good morale, good stamina, bonus in desert, 11, 12, 14. These are kind of the elite lads I don't have access to right now, but we have one for the very start of the game, which is lovely to see. It's interesting that they put so much effort into like adding some of these Indian troops in with the lovely turbans and everything, and yet of course they're not really in the game. Of course, well, they are in the game. They in the Battle of the Hydaspes. They are there for the one battle with Alexander, but yes, not so much in terms of the main game, which is a bit of a shame. Yes, we do have Indian female archers, by the way, also quite scantily clad, also very pixelated. So to anyone needing to go to Horny Jail, I'm afraid these are too pixelated for any joy. 3 melee attack, 7 missile attack, perfectly reasonable. They originally took 2 turns to train. These actually, I've changed it to 1. The upkeep 60 though, I think I should probably tweak that up. I think that's why they took 2 turns, because they were very, very cheap indeed. Good old cheap lass. Good to know we have those around. As for the Spearman, again, fairly simple lad, 7, 4, 12, can sap. Basic militia, not going to be very impressive for us. Indian Javelin Man, where are you, by the way? Can you just take me to you? Is that you? Ah, here we are. Yeah. So these are like the sort of Illyrians, the kind of heavy peltists. Really, pretty good. Effective against elephants and chariots. That's good to know for their general. Actually, a very, very effective unit through experience of these lads. I think I must have not changed their experience down from the Porus army, because I think I took the original Porus army and just edited it down a little bit. As for the rest, we of course have a few mercs. We won't worry about those too much right now, but we have the elephants. Let's have a look at those. Yeah, only 11 hit points, so one more for the general. These stats are very, very similar indeed to our general unit. I don't think there's much difference. Actually, yeah, the general unit is not as good. Well, that's disappointing. The general unit has more armor and more defense-ish stats. That's very interesting indeed. Okay, we'll tell you what, we'll just get ourselves started. We're not going to really set ourselves up too much. What we will do is get our missile lads and lasses, I should say, forward. Are they immortals, by the way? If they are, they'll have bows. I think they had a bit of both, didn't they? They did indeed. You know what, we'll just get our archers forward. We'll see what we can do. Actually, you javelin lads, you stay back there, but the missiles might as well get themselves forward. We'll start shooting them down, and we'll just get the elephants to march in at the gate. We'll get the general unit. Don't want to lose an elephant unnecessarily, but we'll get our troops forward and start shooting them down. I'm not quite sure when we're in range, so these longbows, to be honest, yeah, they almost certainly already have a shot. They do, and you guys also get shooting in. There are immortals in there. Yeah, I tell you what, the lasses can shoot down the immortals, and the longbows can shoot down the general. They should fall down very quickly indeed, especially if we learn anything from our Britannia campaign, which is longbows versus generals equals a very quick death indeed. Oh, yes. Okay, so the longbows are a bit of a clutch straw for us at this point. A clutchy straw. Don't really know what that phrase was, but it made some sense to me, damn it. The Indian lasses are getting themselves shot down, so we'll just all aim at the generals now. I think we're doing okay over here. Yes, I just remember there's a few weird things that happen on a Barbarian Invasion compared to the normal game here. So here are longbows doing some lovely, lovely work. Actually, no, these are the lasses. Doesn't know that they've actually got a strap on the back, does it? No, it doesn't. Some strange graphical things going on here. But we'll have a little look at our missiles, taking down the last of their troops. There goes the general. Perfectly timed camera there. Beautiful stuff. And the rest of them will just get shot down as they arrive. As we send the elephants forward, then one will be nominated to go and take down the gate, and I'm not sure which it will be. Is it going to be the general himself by any chance? Be nice for Amy to go and have a go. Yes, Amy's going to knock it down himself. Beautiful. Can we just appreciate the man's beard, by the way? Oh, magnificent stuff. That is truly the beard of kings, although he's actually not the king. Let's remember that. So, as our general decides to lead from the front, then we're going to start smashing down the gate. Smashy, smashy. Very angry elephants over here. And there we go. Oh, I love it. What should we call the elephant, by the way? I'm feeling Timmy. Let's call him Timmy. So, Timmy's having a good day here, smashing down the gate. Well done. No gate animation. Well, Alexandria is full of all sorts of nonsense and tricks, isn't it? No gate animation indeed. So I guess it's time to head on in. Does sound awfully like a Cockney bloke is in charge of these the lasses over here, which is a bit of a shame. Another classic oversight from Alexander. Oh, the list just goes on. We'll start getting infantry up at this point. Honestly, don't even need all of them, if I'm frank. We can use the missiles from the general here, so we'll start doing that as well. Get everyone moving forward. Apparently they do want to come and get themselves shot again. The Immortals do have bows, of course. That's probably why they're coming on in. Yeah, only 5 though, nothing too good. I do feel like with the name Immortals, they possibly should have slightly better stats than that. Although, to be honest, you know, they're not bad. 7, 5, 14, versatile with the bows. But as I say, because they're infantry, I don't think they have the fire arrows. Did it say fire arrows? I don't think it ever says on the tooltip there anyway. So we'll just get those lads shot down. That is good to see. Elephants doing their job as well. Once they decide to clear off, our infantry will plod on in. The longbowmen actually could hit these lads on the plaza. Unfortunately, they've just ran out as I hit them, so I don't quite get to show you the example. I wasn't ready for it. They've got big shining white swords. Oh, that's lovely. Yes, you might as well get out of the city at this point, my good sirs. It turns out Immortals do have flaming arrows, by the way. At least these mercenaries do. So we do have a few more missiles up our sleeves. Do these elephants quite have enough range to hit over here? They might do. It's hard to see, actually. Yes, we do. Oh, that is lovely. The elephants can hit them from all the way over here. That's beautiful. So we'll keep on teasing them in our direction. Might slowly, though, start moving up. They might actually come in for an attack. Spearman, head in and take them down. Are we going to lose a single spearman here today? No, apparently not. Okay, well, these guys are just about in position. They should be able to shoot over the top here. You'd think so, but they do seem to be finding it awkward right about now. Fine, we'll just keep on moving forward and we'll head on in. You know what? I'm just going to send the general to go and completely bulldoze what's left on the plaza there. I think we'll be absolutely fine. We'll get the general heading off first. We'll get the second unit in behind. And actually, you, my good sirs and good lasses, actually the lasses are out here, we'll send them back out. We don't need to worry about this anymore. Time for the elephants to do their dirty, dirty work. In we go with Amy then. She's going to gallop on into the plaza and take them out. Oh, it's nice to have elephants, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Here's the general at the front, to be honest. Could be slightly more sensible about it, my good sir, but you know what? We'll just go for the... Elephants are fun, aren't they? Hopefully we'll just win with generals. An army of generals will probably be the very final battle, I suspect. An elephant army is always the best way to play Rome Total War, is it not? There we go. He's been killed. Amy's dead. There'll be a new Amy, don't worry. She was a fool. That is the slight problem, I suppose, with doing it this way. Is that there's always a chance that that's going to happen. I don't quite know how Amy managed to kill herself, but apparently she did. Oh, they actually ran away. That's surprising. Are you rampaging, by the way? You're just broken and fleeing. I only pulled out the other guys because I didn't want to lose unnecessary elephants. But I didn't really care about losing any of the general unit, but I actually lost the general, and that was kind of the one important one. So, well, that was... Oh, they're rampaging. Oh, victory! Victory's there. We'll just end the battle. Okay. Well, there's nothing they can do but hope that our rampaging former general kills us all. So Amy's dead. That was short-lived, wasn't it? We had virtually no losses apart from the general and a few of our archer lasses at the very start. A few men picked up by arrows, but mostly foolish general work there. Let's bear that in mind for Porus going forward, I think. And with that then, victory and glory. I suspect somehow we are going to be exterminating. Oh, this is not a particularly built up city, is it? No. Okay, so that's currently the rebel capital. Of course, yes, the rebels actually don't start with anything. Heroic death for Amy. Long live Amy. Now, Porus. You might have to bring up, like, you know, all the forces. They don't seem very happy about this whole situation. Oh no, we've got enough. We can do it. So we'll just leave the some of these lads in charge. Yeah, Indian light cavalry. We actually didn't see these in the battle, of course. Very, very basic. Quite similar to the kind of basic... I can't think of the Egyptian cavalry right now. The Nile Cav. Are the Nile Cav the good later ones? I don't know. This also is a really offensively straight border, so we might have to fix that one pretty darn soon. Great hats, waging war on people. That's what we want to see. And oh, that was a different title there. Was that the fields are burnt or something? I don't know. Anyway, so we should probably have a good look at the temples because I just went for Imhotep last time. As I say, we are just on the Egyptian ones. Temple to Osiris, temple to Imhotep is generally more to do with health. Set is law, and Horus is also law. What's the difference between these two? Is there like any difference at the end? I think yes. So you're to do with the weapons, and you're to do with the health bonus, the growth bonus. We probably don't want too much of that. You know what? I suspect for the time being, we're quite near home. More Imhoteps for the time being. That will be marvellous. Yes, this is probably the wrong part of the world to be doing this. Okay, so let's do that. We'll get some chariots because chariots are hilarious, good fun. We'll get the spy first, actually. And get ourselves a couple units just to act as a garrison. We'll spend all the money we have. We'll We'll see if they want to come in and attack us. We'll probably get Porus. Yes, and here's troops to come join us. Thank you, my good sir. Should we immediately hire all of these? Probably. They're very cheap, aren't they? Very nice indeed. We didn't really get to hire any of these during... Oh, I couldn't actually quite afford the chariots, and that's kind of what I wanted, but it is what it is. Great one! Now, we should head over to Dahe, who I do believe are the people who become the Persia that we know as Persia in... or Parthia, sorry, they are the Parthians, as we know them in Rome. Okay, these lads are probably not happy. I've just taken the eastmost settlement, and the rebels have taken good old Bactria, which is a shame for them, but I think it's probably time to end our turn. Do you have any more money we can spend? Not really. Perhaps unsurprisingly, they have put Banu straight under siege. Porus is over here to help deal with the problem. I'll probably do a sally battle and work that way around. Porus has got married. Oh, lovely. Well done, my good sir. I assume she's a magnificent lady. Can we have a little look at our family tree at this point? Good old Amy died in battle. That's a bit of a shame. But we have a young daughter right now, apparently, already. But we've married a 22-year-old. That's not too bad for 31. And not too offensive for this time in the world. Okay, right. So I haven't actually looked at this. So apparently, I set myself up as neutral, but I may have left some of the other stuff. I don't know if this is how it's normally set. Maybe it is. Anyway, there's some diplomacy going on. The main thing is we're pretty neutral, all things considered. Recruitment, construction, blah-de-blah-de-blah. We're losing a lot of money, I know, but we do have plenty of things queued up. And it would be nice to get a new general this turn, but apparently we do not. So, right, well, the Dahe are on their way. I thought I might have like a bit of a cleaner sweep at all of this, but apparently not. Fine, time to head out at Banu. Bit of a sally battle would be nice. Porus control the AI. I don't think so, my good sir. I don't think so at all. No. So there's some of the Mardian archers who are pretty basic. We have the heavy Bactrian cavalry, which are a little bit scary, if only because of the black cloak. But they are actually pretty darn offensive. Let's see how this goes. We're going to have a bit of sally. We've got Porus in to help us out. I think we'll be fine. They are going for a strange swing around over there. That is interesting. Yes, this is one of the annoying bugs on Alexandria, is that when you do the double click, you actually have to follow the camera the whole way. You can't actually just immediately swing across to that part of the map. Fine. Okay, so we are in behind quite beautifully here. I've got my cavalry from the city army coming out of a side gate. Annoyingly, they're actually moving in that direction, which isn't what I wanted, but it's what's happening. Infantry, to be honest, I'm not sure how useful you're going to be out here, but we'll just get you moving. Chariots, chariots, chariots. Oh, you could be a lot of fun. You know what? They're just running off in random directions. Let's just get our missiles, who are currently running out of the city, more like this, actually. Yes, just start running forward. Looks like they are just running off into a strange angle over there. Yeah, let's get our chariots running in. We've got Porus himself, who can, yeah, just turn up with some of the other lads in the rear. That'll be fine. You get yourselves over here. These guys can smash into the back of these immortals. That will be ideal for me. Yeah, missiles are now coming in. Oh, that's what we want to see. That's lovely stuff. Try and, if you can, just shift across over there. That will be lovely. What are they doing? Are they actually forming a line? They are forming a line. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, start shooting over there at those people. You start hitting them. And the chariots are siving in. Okay, big pile of chariots are smashing into one flank. Archers, just start shooting further and further away, please. Chariots, pull out there before you all get yourselves demolished, because there's quite a lot of infantry actually out of there. And missiles, start shooting on in. These guys themselves there. They're saying flee. Is that the enemy saying flee? I can't trust our accents. Yes, we all have dodgy accents, but that's their dodgy accents on this occasion. Infantry, all chase them down. That's fine by me. And all cavalry, we're just going to charge to the front of this line. We want to mop up as many of these as we can at an early point of this battle. Let's get forward, because they are trying to run away. It is worth noting that these spearmen do have bonus against cavalry, so just going to be very careful with these chariots. Try and make sure we hit them at the right angle. We've got fleeing men next to them, which should help us out immensely. You hit those Persian... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. If you hit the Protas, that's absolutely fine. You, my good sir, run into them. Oh, yeah. They made a mistake on this day, didn't they? They made a big old mistake. That was a pretty poor charge by a cav. Apparently our cav are useless in every manner of the word. Yeah, they didn't even manage to get a charge in the end, so I'm not even sure they've broken them. They have in the end. They have in the end, my good sirs. Get the elephants running forward. I don't think they're going to get here in time, but they're doing a pretty decent job, all things considered. We are just running through them. This is lovely, lovely stuff. Get into those immortals. There are some more cav over there. You hit these chaps as well. All missiles, if I'm honest. You can just run back in that direction. We don't really need you at this point. Victory is clearly ours. And we'll mop up as much as we can, which is... Oh, yeah. Might not manage to get quite all of them, but we've got most of them, damn it. And that is a beautiful sally. This is what you call a cocking massacre, I believe. Limbs agog. Limbs are flying around, actually. There'll be many decapitated bodies at the end of this day, which is, to be honest, the way that we roll. Get right into those lads at the very far end there. Should we just try and make sure the general isn't accidentally shooting down our own men at this point? That would probably be for the best. Lovely stuff. You, my good sir, mop up what's left. So... that was an accidentally brutal victory. Wasn't really expecting them to run quite as instantly as that. I thought if they actually bothered to start the battle, they might continue. But no, the reinforcement elephants just really tipped them over the edge, didn't it? Lovely stuff. And hopefully the elephants won't be killing their own men. They just knock them over, which is good fun. Good old trample. They look a good trample in the morning. It's... you know, a nice form of massage. It looks awfully like we are being killed by our own elephants, but I don't believe we are. I believe these elephants are very, very good at being racially selective and only choosing the Persians. Lovely stuff. Right, well, back to the campaign map then, because that was a brutal victory. If you want to see the stats of that battle then, and there you go, a pretty darn clear victory, if ever there was one. Back to the campaign map, and... hopefully back to a very depleted set of Persians. They're currently putting that under siege, so for the time being, okay, we don't quite have enough. You, my good sir, are an extra. You can just go over there. Porus, my good sir. I think we have a spy ready. Lovely to see. Okay, so plenty going on around here. There we are. We can go see the city of Chak, which I'm sure is the correct pronunciation once more. And Dahe. Do you want trade rights? That's lovely. Would you like to swap map information? We both should have 2 regions. Lovely stuff. And I have got the colour change on the factions, as you can well see. As you can see from the flag there, because, yes, them all being brown is not particularly helpful, I don't think. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have too much money to spend, and by that I mean I have no money to spend until we sack the next town. So them sacking Bactria will be kind of annoying, actually, because it's actually the bigger town in this region. But it is what it is. I might leave Chad. We're going to rename that Chad when we take it now. I'm going to leave that for the lads up north. I really feel like there should be a river crossing here somewhere. Maybe I should edit one in. But there is one over here. We'll see about how we wander around the map. But we'll end our turn first. A new commander, 28. Could do a bit younger, but it's not the end of the world. We'll certainly take him. We have ourselves a new agent as well, which is magnificent news. Let's just make sure we're not being stabbed from behind, because there are ways the Persians to attack us from the south, so we should be careful about all of that. Lovely stuff. In case you're wondering, what do we have in this region? We actually have quite a lot. Incense. We have silk and textiles, wild animals and gold mines. Gold mines, of course, all about to be built. Lovely. I was going to say, some of these are not the biggest on price. Incense is pretty valuable. The others are fairly average, but lovely stuff. There's our new general there. Should be an elephant unit once again. Let's make sure. Yes, indeed. Fine. I've got Got my filing stuff right there. So what is going on with all of this lot? I don't know. I think what I need to do though is start gathering my army once more. So we'll gather our infantry. Marvellous stuff. Get them forward in there. We'll bring the immortals along with us, I think. Nice to have some extra bow power in our army. Bring these bows along. Bring you. And then, to be honest, if I can bring a big bunch of chariots and elephants along the way, I'll be happy. Bit of cav just to finish us off. Are these different types of cav? Yes, we've got light and medium cav. The medium cav do look quite nice, don't they? Okay, fine. You then, sirs, you can hold the city for now. I'm just going to plod over. Should take these guys on. I could do. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. We could mop him up right now. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to do that. Do you want to be friends, by the way? We would be offer an alliance. Yes. Oh, good. That's nice to see. So we're now friends with them, which hopefully, ignoring the fact this is Rome Total War, hopefully keeps them off our backs. Eastern mercenaries. But they are purple pyjamas, which is quite delicious. But nonetheless, not for us right now. Fine. You know what? We will take them on. Oh, we won't take them on. Forget what I just said. We will, though, have a little plod in this direction. See what is going on. Unseen, unheard. That's the Dahe city over there. We'll head over towards, I don't remember exactly where the Persian gates are, but somewhere in that general direction, we'll hopefully find something. Well, it looks like Bactria has been burnt to the ground, but can't help but notice we have ourselves, yes, the Dahe's putting it under siege. Well, wellity. We can have a battle with our allies, ladies and gents. In fact, we could do it twice because we could take on these guys. They won't want to do that, will they? Oh, this could be delicious. Okay, we're going to do this in an awfully fun way. No. We're going to besiege settlement. Not quite yet. We're going to take on these guys. The guys in the cities are unable to join. He's already fled. Oh, we're going to slaughter him brutally. Okay, nothing too interesting in the information there. They have one unit of archers, a few chariots, and a general who's going to go down very soon indeed. Let's see how much our friends want to help us. Let's head into battle. Interesting. A massive hill overlooking the city. Doesn't look too impressive right now. Apparently they can't come out in spite of the fact that the army that's sieging them is going to not be sieging them while they're busy up on this hill. I guess we'll just have to line ourselves up here and work it out from there, I think. You know what, I'll just have a bit of a reorganise of these lads and get the archery chaps out on the wing, get our missiles in behind. Lovely stuff. And to be honest, we just have tons and tons of demented cavalry. Okay, Persians are over there. Persians are slightly... Thank you. Right, they're way down that hill over there. Let's just grab the high ground. And once we've got that, they won't want to come to... I mean, I don't think they want to come to us full stop, to be honest. So we will... we'll grab... Right, I don't want to group that. What am I doing? Okay, we're going to grab everyone, start moving towards this hill. I don't know what they want to do, but I suspect... Are they going to move towards us? They're mentalists if they are. I mean, I suppose this is slightly less high ground than what they would end on otherwise, but okay, if you want to do it. So, is that general on this occasion a horse rather than a chariot? Interesting. Fine, we're going to get ourselves into position. Let's just get my cavalry on him. Just charge cav. Just charge the cav, because he wants to run at us. Yeah, the game knows that I've selected attack right now, doesn't it? Okay. They're trying to tease us forward. They've certainly done a good job of it, because I'm going to come and utterly annihilate you, my good sir. Utterly annihilate. Now, I would like Dahe to come and join, and actually I'd kind of like them to take most of the flak in this battle, but we'll just have to see about that. All missiles. You can come and shoot them down. Honestly, I don't even know what we're doing, but we're just charging this general like an absolute madman. Let's just try and catch him, shall we? Charge him down. Oh, he is now shooting at us. Okay. Cavalry, change your direction. Change your direction. Yeah, chariots are being taken down by their missiles, which is kind of annoying. Let's go and send Porus after him, shall we? Oh, it turns out their tease was clever. They're more clever than they look. Damn it, they look stupid, and I'm, as it turns out, the stupid one. Fine, I'll get myself organised properly. Right, we're just going to pull back for the moment, just to allow ourselves into a main position. They are coming up the hill, so they are going to bother to reinforce us. It's a shame I don't have the little mod like I do for Medieval 2, where I can give them a little bit more control. But you know what, it's absolutely fine. We'll just get our missiles and shoot them down. We've got the missile advantage. Do we have much of a hill advantage in this part of the world? It's actually fairly flat. There's a divot in between us. We probably have a slight overall hill advantage, but the longer they stand around, the longer I can shoot them, because I've got the missile advantage, and the longer we have for our reinforcements to arrive. Oh, it's nice. It's very nice to have some allied reinforcements. It's nice to have an ally, quite frankly, in Total War. It doesn't normally happen very much. On which note, actually, I do have, for Medieval 2, a diplomacy guide, which I've recently made to try and help out with the old alliance problems. It is just about possible in Medieval 2. Rome, yeah, not really. Oh, I do enjoy the fact that their one unit of archers actually over here. They've got a secondary flank, of course, to try and deal with them. It's not the worst position for them. They managed to get flat ground with us and the hill advantage with those guys. But ultimately, we have the missiles and they don't. So yes, at some point, they're going to have to do something to come and deal with us. Line, I'll be honest, lads, isn't that impressive. It's a bit wonky. So let's get ourselves slightly reorganised, shall we? Because I'm not particularly impressed. Oh, it is lovely to see our immortals shooting, and I like that they are almost testudo in there as they shoot. That is magnificent to see. That, I suppose, is the advantage of having the shield upon your arm as you shoot the bow, which is marvellous stuff. I did have that little curved bow for the arrow troop, and they do just pull the spears back out of their arses, of course. At this point, not a huge amount happening with the reinforcements. They're very slowly plodding their way, which is probably understandable. It's kind of hot and it's kind of a bit of a mountain. Well, as I send my lasses forward, they are going to charge us. Maybe just run back at this point. Maybe just run. Maybe just run. Maybe just... Okay, just completely bulldozed. But I suppose at the very least we will now get to brutally murder this general unit, which is something, I suppose. Well done. I was a little bit slow on clicking buttons there, I admit. I was too busy trying to unclick an infantryman. Nonetheless, one unit survived. The others got somewhat annihilated. That's supposed to happen after the battle, my good sir, not in the battle, but hey-ho, that's how it works. He's now hopefully being shot down as he flees, I imagine. Apparently not. Okay, fine. Porus is having a little pop at him, but he's not managed it just yet. Won't be able to charge him down anytime soon. So we'll just see how that goes. My allies are not particularly expedient in their help in here today. And this bug really irritates me. I don't know how to fix it, actually. And it's probably, I mean, it's only Alexander. It's such a, insignificant thing, this, that I almost can't be bothered to fix it. I don't imagine anyone's even interested in having a fix apart from me. Nonetheless, they are now starting to come forward, which just means they're getting shot to ribbons. We have, of course, the Immortals to help us out with that. Yeah, they're not in a good position here. Well, they seem to be allowing themselves to get whittled down. I've sent my elephants out to this flank here, which was just to make sure they're in position to do something, but they seem to want to charge the elephants, which does seem somewhat mad. Yes, they're all now fleeing, they're running away. Okay, I do have some cav who are kind of on the wrong flank, unfortunately. They can go and chase them down. I'll be honest, these elephants can probably do the job in a minute. Are they quite close to leaving? They are, but they've actually regrouped, surprisingly. They're frightened by chariots. Frightened by the elephants. Yeah, they've realised they don't know what they're frightened of, but they're kind of frightened of everything. So they've given up and they're going home. Marvellous news. So we'll just get all our cavalry out here to slowly encircle them. Our allies are slowly getting themselves to position. There's basically nothing left. The modern archers are now finally coming on the scene to consider shooting us, or they're just going to attack. I don't really know. Let's get the medium cav to go and charge into those. They haven't got anything else to deal with us if we want to do that to them. They're in range of us anyway, so we'll probably just mop them up. Yeah, cavalry, go mop them up. General, you can go do the same. We'll encircle them gradually and I think the battle will essentially be over by that point. I'll just let my cavalry avoid being shot down by the chariots, but we'll just keep these guys teased. I think at this point it's just time to charge them as much as we possibly can. We're pretty low on arrows at this point, and they're pretty low on troops. In goes the general for a pretty heroic charge, all things considered. Probably start taking missiles off these lads. Probably for the best. Yeah, he's running away. He was brave to some extent, but he was mostly a deathly coward. Almost just ended the battle there by accident. Are we going to catch that general? We should do. We're on top of him here. Get on top of him, Micah. You should have been quicker, and you're the light cav as well. Damn and blast. He ran straight through them. That's a bit of a shame. Onto those cav, please. If you can kill them, that'll be lovely. You may shoot your bows if you need to. And yeah, battle is over here. What are you shooting at, by the way? I don't know, because that darn glitch once again. Fine, we'll just charge them down and see what we can do. At this point, it looks like the general's going to get away. Indeed, he will. We'll get on top of the hydrangea cavalry. And yeah, the hyper-Ukrainian cav are going to go down in a moment. Charge them, please, my good sirs. That's good. We've mostly shot them down. They're pretty brutal cav, so nice to get rid of those as much as possible. And it looks like pretty much the entire army has been completely massacred. That's what we wanted to see. Now the battle's over, the barbarian warlord is happy to run in to help. A little bit late to the party, my good sirs. I know it was a bit of a hot trek up the hill, but you know what? It's fine. Good to see you here. You kind of done what I'll be doing in the next battle, which is let you do all the hard work in the brutal siege while we go and let you die. Yeah, I think we'll just let them in. We might just knock down a gate for them, and we'll just take it. Now, I think it has stone walls, to be fair, so we're going to need some siege equipment. I can't just send in the elephants, I don't think. Although I think maybe you can, but they just get oiled to death every time you go up to the walls. Either way, not really the best idea. I don't think my elephants can hurt their general, but just to be safe, we'll pull out. And we'll just let their general finish one off. They might be like, yeah, there's like 3 left. Someone let their general do something, please. Let him pretend he had some place in this battle. Here we are. 3 of them left. Come on. Get on with it. Yeah. Allies are helping, I think. Come on. Anytime. We're trying to let the allies help. One day. Oh, they were about to do a thunderous charge, but apparently they don't want to. Fine, you know what? We'll shoot them down with a general then. We'll shoot them. Oh, now they want to do it. What a ridiculous lad. We might have to just... Yeah, we just shot at allies there. Lovely stuff. Down to 1. Fine. We'll just torture this chap then. And eventually they might get round to killing him. Anyone? No? No? Alright, fine. Steve gets away. They killed 1! Well done, my allies. Well done. And with that, a few lads are left outside. They don't have any siege equipment. Interesting. I'm going to put it under siege. I'm going to get... Oh, you know what? I'm going to get a few rams because I don't really want to do a huge amount of actual attacking in this battle. War declared under Ahoy and Persia. Oh, I've started a war between them. I didn't even realise I'd just done that. But obviously, yes, I have indeed. That's good to see. Right, this guy did, of course, get away. We could go and chase him down, actually. It wouldn't be the worst idea, but we do apparently have some of our own rebels to go and deal with. So maybe that's what I should focus myself on first and foremost. Fine. Doesn't look like there's any Persian lads in this direction right now. Good to know. We might just head through this way. There's Nisa, and there's Tabai. There is, okay, yeah, there's another city here. There's Balka, which is also rebelling. Sounds about right. And you know what? I think what I need to do then is change some of the audio settings because I feel like the speaking voices are very loud and the music is very, very quiet. So I'm going to have to fiddle with that. But next time, ladies and gentlemen, next time we have ourselves a magnificent alliance battle here at Bactria. We do need this because our money is somewhat catastrophic. Apparently India is super, super rich, but we are very poor indeed, although we have now built the mines. We are going to basically let them all do all the work, seeing as we just did all the work in the last battle. Oh yes, barbarian sicklemen, absolutely glorious units those. Right, well next time then we're going to get on with that and might well pile through a lot of the Persian heartlands. We meant to start here today, and we'll see how it all goes next time. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Tenacious Human, and this has been our India campaign of Rome to the Walls, Alexander. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. Welcome to Babylon, which is empty. Oh, Steve's dead. Bit of a shit. Makes me a bit sad about it all. It's okay, guys, this is what it's about. Oh, they turned their backs! We did actually break them with a charge. Exceptional. How are we doing this? We may take our armies, but they'll never take our spies.